10 Brady haters. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do this one. We're going to do this one. This is a different one. And then we're going to get into other ones tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, what's good, YouTube, man? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Jay Willie Silly, man, a.k.a. Mr. Take It Easy. Before you end up like Beezy, make sure y'all follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. Everything you know about your boy, Jay, it's in the description down below. We're going to do the other ones tomorrow. We're going to finish them tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all look out for the old head, you know what I'm saying? And then look out for the Stephen Curry one, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to set some new trends up in here, you know what I'm saying? Trying to set some new trends, and everybody reacting to the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody reacting to the same thing. So I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to go on my own wave. You know what I'm saying? That's what when it comes to me, I just, I want to push out unique content. You know what I'm saying? I don't be trying to react to what everybody be reacting to. You know what I'm saying? And all that, you feel me? Trying to be unique, trying to be different, bro. So we just gonna, try to go on that wave. You know what I'm saying? But hang on, I just came across this channel. You know what I'm saying? And I like it. I definitely like it. So we got one Tom Brady fan versus 10 Brady haters. And when it comes to me, honestly, I do not think that Tom Brady is the best quarterback of all time. Patrick Mahomes, to me, is the best quarterback of all time. I do not care if Tom Brady beat him, 2 times. I do not care. If you're going to go by that, you could say Eli is better than Tom Brady because, Eli beat Tom Brady 2 times as well. It is a team sport, not a 1v1 sport. You know what I'm saying? So let's not try to make this a Tom Brady versus a Pat Mahomes thing. It was a New England Patriots and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, and New England was just better than the Chiefs. You know what I mean? And the Buccaneers was just better than the Chiefs. That don't mean Tom Brady was better than Patrick Mahomes. I'd rather have Tom Brady, not Tom Brady, but Patrick Mahomes on my team. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just more versatile. You know what I'm saying? More versatile. He can move out the pocket. Tom Brady is just an excellent pocket passer, but I feel like everything that Tom Brady can do, Patrick Mahomes can do. But I feel like everything that Patrick Mahomes can do, Tom Brady can't do.
Tom Brady's God's favorite.
Tom Brady is not even the greatest of all time in his own city.
You are bored by sustained greatness.
In order to be the greatest of all time, how can you even have a debate in your own sport?
Tom Brady led the league in passing with over 5,000 yards at 44 years old.
And Patrick Mahomes won the Super Bowl in his second year as a starter. That's the difference. Tom Brady had Spygate going for him. He had Deflategate going for him. 4th and 5.
Tom Brady did cheat. You know what I'm saying? We're going to act like Tom Brady ain't cheat, and this is not a rumor. This is a fact. You know what I mean? Tom Brady cheated 2 times. He went to court for it. You know what I'm saying? He went to court for cheating. You know what I'm saying? But nobody ain't going to bring up that cheating. See, Pat Mahomes ain't cheat, but Tom Brady did. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no rumor. This isn't no opinion. He got caught cheating 2 times. You know what I'm saying? Facts. And he's the GOAT? You think I'm going to put a cheater as a GOAT?
Tom Brady?
Yes, I will take Tom Brady. My first claim is Tom Brady is the greatest of all time.
Tom Brady is not even the greatest of all time in his own city. Woo. Bill Russell, if we're talking about greatest, is a greater individual athlete and team player than Tom Brady. Bill Russell has 11 championships.
Talk about it.
And in game 7s, with everything on the line, 10-0. Tom Brady, meanwhile, lost to Nick Foles, Big Dick Nick. He lost 2 Super Bowls to...
Says one thing about white people, bro. They gonna say the most strangest jokes ever. You know what I'm saying? And only they gonna think it's funny. I don't know what be with Caucasians with these weird jokes. You know what I'm saying? Big meat Nick. You know what I mean? What you think I'm gonna say? Big meat Braun? Or, you know what I'm saying? What the freak? Big booty Jordan? That's how they talk. That's jokes to white people. You know what I'm saying? I say that, but they gonna laugh. Dude, this dude is hilarious. This dude just said big booty Jordan, big meat Braun. What the freak, dude? You're so hilarious. Us, we looking at, what the freak, bro? What the heck you just say? You know what I mean? They should be saying some strange stuff, man.
To Nick Foles, Big Dick Nick. He lost 2 Super Bowls to Eli Manning. Eli Manning is horrible. That's literally gonna be the reason.
You said what, bro? Hey, Eli Manning is horrible? Yeah, he's definitely not horrible. 2 Super Bowl MVPs. You know what I'm saying? 2 Super Bowl MVPs with a trash offense. He did not have a wide. He did not have. He's so horrible, but he beat an undefeated Patriots team. You know what I'm saying? Oh, your defense. Oh, get the freak out of here. You know what I'm saying? He still scored. He was scoring. Super Bowl MVP 2 times. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Super Bowl MVP 2 times. You know? So, yeah. So we're not trying to use that. And he didn't have one Hall of Fame wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? So please, offense was garbage and still beat the greatest quarterback of all time. So, hey, bro, don't speak on my quarterback like that, Joe. You know what I'm saying?
To Eli Manning? Eli Manning is horrible. That's literally going to be the reason why Eli Manning gets in the Hall of Fame, because Tom Brady choked on the biggest stage to Eli Manning twice. And you talk.
I mean, he beat. Hey, man, bro, stop playing with Eli, bro.
Gets in the Hall of Fame because Tom Brady choked on the biggest stage to Eli Manning twice. And you're talking about another player who's greater than Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, 6-0 in the finals, literally on the biggest stage, never lost once. Brady on the biggest stage lost to crap players. That is horrendous. Eli Manning and Nick Foles. Good luck with that.
To be clear, I was arguing about football. However, I will entertain
Wasn't the prompt.
That's fair. The prompt was a little bit open-ended. Bill Russell was about 2 feet taller than everyone else he was playing back in that era. I don't care about his accomplishments before.
I love these videos, bro. I love these videos.
So Tom Brady, we're not talking about him not even being the greatest of all time in his own city. That is absolutely asinine.
It's about championships.
Diabolical argument, because it's not just about championships. It's about the numbers that accompany the championships. Tom Brady is the NFL's all-time leading passer. He's the NFL's all-time leader in touchdowns. All of that not coming in a dome like so many of his contemporaries, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning.
Okay, you said why bring up NBA players? Because it says Tom Brady is the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? He could have said Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time. But when you say Tom Brady is the greatest of all time, that means you saying that he's the greatest of all time, like greatest athlete of all time. So I understand, you know what I'm saying, why he's bringing up every other thing, because he's talking about greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? Just say Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time, which, you know what I'm saying, I feel like is not true. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, just say Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time. You saying Tom Brady is the greatest of all time, then we gotta go into other different areas. You know what I mean?
Luxury of playing in most of their careers. Tom Brady is undeniably the greatest of all time, not just in football, but in any sport. But,
so,
you know,
first of all, Tom Brady's thing should never
see, y'all hear him? Look.
The greatest of all time, not just in football, but in any sport. But,
so,
you know,
first of all, Tom Brady's thing should never even happen, because he got extremely lucky that Mo Lewis destroyed Drew Bledsoe and knocked him out of the game. The tuck rule in the history of the league, he's not even a person if it wasn't for the worst rule in the history of sports, which was the tuck rule, because that was the most blatant fumble in NFL history, and the fact that call went for him is a joke, because if you watch football now, that's a fumble today.
So you think that would negate his whole career if the tuck rule didn't happen?
I mean, Tom Brady, if you want to play that game, who knows what happens?
The legend of Tom Brady doesn't happen.
Yeah, maybe the Patriots were like, you know what, we gave our chance with Tom, he lost in the playoffs, we're done with you, we're going back to Drew. That could have easily happened, and Brady never gets a chance. That could 100% happen.
That's fine.
Absolutely.
If you have utilized some sort of time machine to go back and see that outcome, I would like to borrow it, because there's a few things
Brady's whole career is predicated on luck.
But
his whole career is predicated on luck.
Going to 10 Super Bowls is luck? That's crazy. That's crazy.
The amount of winning he had was highly due to luck. 0-1, won the Super Bowl by 3. His first 3 Super Bowls won each of those games by 3 points, then had a 10-year gap where he didn't win crap. Again, you cannot say that for Bill Russell. You cannot say that for Michael Jordan.
Again,
we want
to
Babe Ruth, far greater. And like your argument about
Babe Ruth.
Yeah. Joe Montana 4-0 in Super Bowls, never lost in the big stage.
Joe Montana never threw for 4,000 yards. I don't care about Joe Montana. That dude is 100 years old.
Well, to start this one, right?
Joe Montana up there, bro. Don't disrespect Joe now. You know what I mean? Joe Montana, Steve Young. No, don't disrespect the greats.
The 3 easiest jobs in the world.
With that boy Jerry Rice.
Weatherman, Gene Steratore, and you for coming on here saying Brady is the greatest of all time.
I agree.
Shout out to House of Highlights, right? Mm-hmm. Free donation to you.
Yes.
Brady is the GOAT. I understand that from a winning standpoint. There might be some people behind me that think Patrick Mahomes will overtake him. Yep. And I don't think that day will come. So by the winning metric,
it already came.
Winning Super Bowls,
it came already.
Brady is the greatest to do it. But how do we want to define that, right? Brady might be the luckiest quarterback of all time. We go, right, to what value was he to his team? He was a great system quarterback. Always had a top 10 defense when he won, right? In his 18 seasons in New England, had 10 top 10 defenses. That's pretty good, or rather 13, I believe. Throw 3 more on there. When he went out in 2008, first of all, lost the biggest game of his life when he was 16-0, right? Against my New York Giants. Excuse the Baltimore jersey.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, I'm saying, what the heck wrong with you, boy? You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, you're not a real, like, you're definitely not a real fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is definitely a disgrace to Giants Nation. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just keep it real with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? What the freak is this man doing wearing a Ravens jersey? Like, I've never in my life done anything like that. You know what I'm saying? You wearing a Ravens jersey? You know what I mean? Like, what in your right mind is you doing, bro? You know what I mean? Like, bro, you have a Jackson Dart. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have players, bro. What are you doing? You got Malik Neighbors. What the freak is you doing, bro? You know what I mean? Talking about some Giants. We don't claim you, gang. It's like you wearing like you wearing Lamar Harden. Out of all the jerseys, Lamar Harden. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you wear Flacco than Lamar Harden. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the freak, bro? You're not a real Giants fan. Hey, bro, take that junk off, bro. He a Patriots fan, so he wearing the Patriots jersey.
Is that game, then goes out. The Patriots.
What the freak is wrong with you, boy?
Matt Castle, who hadn't started a game.
Lost your dang mind?
And were one of 2 11-5 teams in NFL history not to make the playoffs. Right? So they could have made the playoffs, won that Super Bowl, and who knows? There's a lot of quarterbacks who never got another chance after a guy took over, right? Peyton Manning goes out, they go 2-14, they draft Luck. He has to go and be an MVP and a Super Bowl champion in Denver, right? Steve Young comes in for Joe Montana, and Joe Montana never plays another game for the 49ers. So how can you say that when so many things have broken Tom Brady's way?
First of all, I think you are highly confused on several levels. First of all, the Giants fan and Lamar jersey is I don't really know.
That's
what we're
crazy,
doing, especially with the suit jacket ensemble to go with that. I don't really know what's going on here.
Bandwagon for sure.
What he's wearing. On top of that, you can talk about Brady's defenses. You can talk about the luck all you want. You can also talk about the fact that if he had some better defenses in the years where he didn't have a good defense, we're probably looking at 10 Super Bowls, 11. I mean, the year that he threw 500 yards, 4 touchdowns against the Eagles in the Super Bowl, that should be a Super Bowl victory every day of the week, especially if Brandon Cooks doesn't get his brain scrambled on the first drive of the game.
But, bro, how you lose to Nick Foles, though? Like, how did you lose? You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody thought. Everybody named Mama thought you was gonna win that. I'm not gonna lie. His losses is at least when Pat Mahomes loses, he loses to good quarterbacks. But bro, you lost to Nick Foles, and don't you ever in your life bring up Eli Manning again, bro? Don't you ever in your life do that jump?
13 points against the Rams in the Super Bowl. Won that Super Bowl.
They did win that Super Bowl,
right?
What he say? What he say?
Especially if Brandon Cooks doesn't get his brain scrambled on the first drive of the game.
How about 13 points against the Rams in the Super Bowl? Won that Super Bowl.
They did win that Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah, because Tom Brady's God's favorite. What do you mean? That's part of being great.
Defense giveth and defense taketh.
I understand.
Friend.
So exactly.
And
so
by the way,
all levels back out to the Super Bowls he's deserved and earned.
And by the way, Mr. Clutch still had a chance in that Philadelphia game at the end. And was stripped.
It's crazy to me that we want to nitpick the few Super Bowls he didn't win when he's sitting here with 7 of them. And you're telling me that he's the luckiest quarterback ever when he's been on the other side of 2 of the dumbest catches I've ever seen in my life at the hands of Eli Manning. We're not doing the luck argument. We're not.
My friend,
that wasn't luck.
That is football, though.
That's football.
My next claim is Tom Brady is the GOAT of all GOATs in any sport.
Oh, my God. She's definitely not better, in my opinion. That's your opinion. Kobe Bryant, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely not better than Kobe. We're going to argue Shohei Ohtani. You know what I'm saying? Shohei is definitely going to be better than Brady. I can tell y'all that for sure. Shout out my Dodgers, LA, gang. Shohei Ohtani is definitely going to be better, you know what I'm saying, than Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying, is definitely better than Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? Money Mayweather, 50-0, is better than Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I don't know, man. I just, he's up there with the GOATs, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, he's not even better than Patrick Mahomes to me, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So all sports, you saying football, okay, cool, we can argue with that. But all sports, you must have lost your dang mind. You know what I'm saying? But that's your opinion, though. That's your opinion. We're going to let you get your opinion. But golly, that's a dumb opinion.
I don't know why he's your GOAT of all GOATs. Is it the wins? Or did he? Because he didn't change the game.
Said most def better than Kobe.
I don't
Shut
think
your damn
I
mouth.
don't think that's true that he didn't.
So the
change
GOAT of all
game.
GOATs is Tiger Woods because he broke through barriers just to
Oh, Tiger Woods. I forgot about your boy Tiger. I forgot about Tiger now. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about Tiger. Serena Williams. What the freak, bro?
True. I don't think that's true that he didn't.
So the
change
GOAT of all
game.
GOATs is Tiger Woods because he broke through barriers just to play in his
Okay.
sport. He completely changed the golf game. He's had multiple, for what other people be career-ending injuries. He's had scandals that he's had to battle through. And through all of,
Self-inflicted scandals.
even so, there's
Battle
scandals
through.
that listen,
Tom
some
Brady
guys
didn't
can't get
crash his
through
car
that
because
stuff.
he cheated on his wife. That's a positive.
No, Tom Brady did deflate a ball, though. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I can say. They did deflate balls. That's a self-inflicted wound, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, deflated balls. You know what I'm saying? And I'm spying on other teams. Oh, he definitely has something to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely has something to do with that.
Tom
Some
Brady
guys
didn't
can't get
crash his
through that
car because
stuff.
he
You said Jay, he raised, baby. Shut your dang mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? You said Pat Mahomes was laughable. Shut your stupid self up, boy.
cheated on his wife. That's a positive
They
for Tiger
dragged that
Woods.
scandal out of proportion.
Oh my
okay?
God! Well,
Listen,
Brady does know a lot about that.
all right. So when you have to battle through all that and you still find a way to get 82 wins, change the game of golf, and you inspire a whole generation, all of us our age, right? I'm 22 years old. So many kids my age wouldn't even think about golf if it weren't for Tiger Woods. Can you say that about football for Tom Brady? No, you cannot. So I would love to hear what you have to say about that.
Look, all due respect to Tiger Woods, he is absolutely in that conversation of GOAT of all GOATs. I think when you succeed to that level in an individual sport, it is massively impressive. Couple things on that, though. Succeeding in an individual sport, while impressive, to me, is not as impressive as being able to elevate other guys to a championship level for over half of your career. And I'm talking to a Super Bowl, over half of the seasons he played in his career.
Wes Welker?
You need other
Welsh Welker, Gronkowski? You know what I'm saying? Welsh Welker, Gronkowski, you know what I'm saying? Edelman, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, them boys was pretty legit. And he had a good old line. I mean, all Brady had to do literally, bro, was just stand in the pocket. He had such a good old line, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro didn't have to scur off the lines. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know, like,
the equation given to you, basically.
I'm saying he
Tom Brady
elevated
had
those
half
other
of the
parts.
equation. Really,
Tiger Woods
really
only had to
2/3,
worry
'cause
about
everybody
himself.
forgets about special teams, and no one wants to talk about the Patriots' special teams, which was constantly the best in the league.
Matthew Slater,
So
baller.
2/3 of the equation was already given to Tom Brady. When you play by yourself in a game like golf, you are the equation, and Tiger Woods was the best equation we've ever seen in sports.
I would argue that is less responsibility, though. When you are
Less
only-
less responsibility.
You're
What?
Tiger Woods,
Yourself.
and you're worrying about getting your golf game to be the best that it can be and to be constantly winning tournaments the way he was. He's only worried about needing to improve himself.
Yeah,
Tom Brady
bro.
needs to make sure that everybody around him is aligned, is ready to tackle the goal.
but he has nobody to bail him out. You're not understanding what he's saying. It's harder to do it by yourself than a team, bro. It's so much harder because you don't have nobody to bail you out. You know what I'm saying? If you do terrible, you do terrible. You don't have a top 10 defense to bail you out like Tom Brady had. You know what I'm saying? You don't have defensive players, you know what I mean, bailing you out. You feel me? So it is way harder, you know what I'm saying, to I'm telling you, when I start talking about sports, you know what I mean? I start talking like a preacher, bro. I get real serious, bro. It is way harder for Tiger Woods, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he had to do it by himself. Nobody can bail out Tiger Woods, but people can bail out Brady. Brady can go from having a bad game and get bailed out by his defense. You know what I'm saying? So he is with a team and Tiger Woods is by himself. So what is harder? Being with a team, winning with a team, or winning by yourself? I think winning by yourself is 10 times harder than winning with a team.
that is
Because other people can pick up your slack.
And he did that over and over throughout his career. He did that in the Falcons Super Bowl to make sure that nobody else was dejected and wanted to just go home because they're down by 3 scores.
And let's not act like Tom Brady had like the greatest tight end of all time. You know what I'm saying? You said 7 rings from defense. I mean, bro, he had like a top 10 defense. Dang near almost every, you know what I'm saying? One of the rings, he had a stellar defense, and he had Gronkowski, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Brady's the kind of guy that can elevate others around him in a way that you can't do that in
no
individual
guy on that
sports.
team was down 28-3 thinking, I wish I was home right now.
And I wonder
man.
why
they want to win. They want to win.
Was. You don't think that's because of the
Partially
culture,
it's Tom,
the culture, the do your job culture that also Belichick contributed.
Yeah, exactly. What, we're gonna leave out the coach? Was Tom the head coach too?
I mean, kind of. Look at what's Belichick done since Brady's
Look
left.
at what every other.
I've been saying that though. I ain't gonna lie. I said that joke. I said that.
He struggles without
my
Ben.
other point of contention.
I said that.
You were talking about Tiger Woods and what he's done.
Tom Mike Tomlin struggle without Ben?
For people
True.
your age, our age, whatever it is. I'm a little bit older than you. I'm kind of an unk over here. But how popular is golf right now? Tiger Woods did a great job elevating that sport in the time that he played it. Buddy, I don't hear about golf ever anymore because their GOAT is gone. Football's still very popular.
He's not gone. He's still going to make another comeback. We don't have to worry about that. If there's anyone that's going to do it, it's Tiger Woods, and he will. And golf is at its peak right now, and that is because of Tiger.
I've been hearing about golf.
Suit Ravens jerseys? How are you?
All right. So Brady's great. I'll give it to you. Maybe the greatest football player of all time. That's not the question we're answering. I don't know. I'm not here to answer that.
Okay.
What I'm here to tell you is that there's a reason we're sitting here debating this, right? There's a reason.
And I'm not gonna lie, I actually like this episode better. You know what I'm saying? Because we all can agree. If y'all was in the live stream better, I appreciate people that knows ball. Because I ain't gonna lie, I know ball. Whether you disagree, whether you don't like me or not, you gotta admit I know ball. You know what I'm saying? I don't know ball. You know what I mean? So I'm not a casual. I know ball, and everything I say, I have opinions here and there. But bro, I speak facts majority of the times when I am speaking. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know this. You feel me? But I got a lot of ops that don't want to give me respect. So that's why we got to go tit for tat. You know what I mean? But I know ball, so I appreciate people, you know what I mean, that knows ball. You know, do I know golf or tennis? Heck no. I know Tiger Woods and I know Serena Williams. You know what I'm saying? Football, basketball, baseball. You know what I'm saying? That's college football as well. You know what I mean? That's my lane and that's my area. You know, I don't know no hockey. I don't know tennis. I don't know, golf, you know? But one thing that we all can agree, and Chad, I know we can agree with this, is this episode, that other episode is like so entertaining. You know what I'm saying? The Curry, the one Curry versus 10 haters, you know what I'm saying? We gonna finish them. The old head going against Gen Z. But one thing I like about this video more than them videos is that the people that's going against this Tom Brady guy, I don't really consider them haters. I just, you know what I mean? They actually know ball. You know what I'm saying? And I just appreciate conversations like this from both sides of people who knows ball. You know, I ain't hear one dude come up here yet that didn't know what the freak he talking about or didn't say something that was reasonable. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I like this episode better than the other ones, even though we're still going to finish those other episodes. You know what I'm saying? But this episode right here, they know ball, bro. They speaking facts. I ain't gonna lie. And bro right here, he's speaking. I ain't gonna say he's speaking facts because it's some opinions going on in there, like saying Tom Brady lucky and all this. That's opinionated. You know, that's not facts. Tom Brady having 7 Super Bowls, it's facts. You know, so we got to learn the difference between facts and opinions. We cannot argue that he has 7 Super Bowls. We can't argue that. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's 2 people that know basketball, know football. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate this episode a lot.
You're a fan. I don't believe it's a debate, right? You want to talk about MJ? You want to talk about LeBron? That's a debate. You want to talk about Bill Russell? That's a debate. Who's the greatest swimmer of all time? No,
Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps. I forgot about Michael Phelps. Usain Bolt. I forgot about, dang. That's what I'm saying, bro. You talking about he could go to any sport. I forgot about Michael Phelps, multiple gold medal winner. I forgot about Michael Phelps, bro. I forgot about Usain Bolt, bro. You just saying you the GOAT of all sports. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot, bro. I forgot, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Usain Bolt.
You know who Michael Phelps is, though, Cynthia? Do you know who Michael Phelps is? You know how hard swimming is, bro? You know what I'm saying? Bro, that junk is hard, bro. Swimming the way they do, you know what I'm saying? And holding their breath or something, bro. Michael Phelps. I forgot about Michael Phelps, bro.
Who's the
Michael Phelps is definitely one of the GOATs.
Swimmer of all time? No debate. Michael Phelps. Yeah. Who's the greatest runner of all time? Usain Bolt. No debate. Who's the greatest hockey player of all time? Wayne Gretzky. No debate.
I don't know who the frick that is.
In order to be the greatest of all time of anything, how can you even have a debate in your own sport? And let me expand a little further on those other guys, right? Football, you love football, I love football.
Ain't gonna lie, he just got it right there though, y'all. Ain't gonna lie. He just got it because we do know who's the GOATs. He just got it. I mean, Mike the GOAT. You know, I wanna be like Mike. Mike the GOAT, but it's still debates. So it's like you kind of, you know.
Let me expand a little further on those other guys, right? Football.
I got to rewind what he just said right now.
All time of anything. How can you even have a debate in your own sport? And let me expand a little further on those other guys, right? Football. You love football. I love football. All these wonderful men behind me and everybody watching at home, you all love football, right? It's a very niche sport. Here in America, we play it. Other places in the world, people don't play it. Running, everybody in the world can run. Usain Bolt is the greatest, maybe athlete ever. He did things that nobody will ever do again. He set records nobody will ever break. And anybody in the world has the opportunity to do that. Same with Michael Phelps. Wayne Gretzky, if you took away every single goal he ever scored, he would still be the all-time NHL points leader. These are things that will never be broken. Nobody's sitting there saying, if, Connor Bedard plays, whatever, a million more years, he's going to break the record of assists. No, because we know this is an unbreakable record. These three guys are undisputed. If I asked everybody in the world, they would all have the same answer. Somebody wouldn't say Brady, therefore he can't be the greatest ever.
Okay. I can't argue with you on the terms of the global impact. You're absolutely right.
Oh, I forgot about
football is very much.
You say elite now. You say Messi. I mean, that right there. I forgot about Messi, but that's not really a debate either, because you know people got. You can say people got Pele. You can say people got Ronaldo. You can say, you know what I'm saying. It's a debate with football as well. You know what I'm saying. People got different GOATs as well. You know what I'm saying. So the debate between Messi and Ronaldo, that right there is, definitely, a debate. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like Messi just has that GOAT status like how he's saying it. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people that think Ronaldo's the GOAT. You got a lot of people think that Messi's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's going to be different answers when you say who's the GOAT of football.
Here, although we are, trying to expand to the other countries more.
As an American.
But I'm with you there. I understand that if that is
soccer.
Your position on the matter and you are taking the global impact and that's the primary thing you're looking at, 100%, I get it. As far as the other side of things, which is you can't be the GOAT of all GOATs if you are part of a GOAT debate within your own sport. To me, that debate that exists is so disingenuous, and it only exists because it's a team sport. It's really easy to measure GOATs in other sports, like individual sports, like swimming, golf, running, because, who has the most championships? Who has the most whatever? Because they're only, again, it's only themselves.
I get it.
In a team sport, people are able to oftentimes disingenuously nitpick the sort of situations you're in and whatever else led to your greatness. People can deny it until the cows come home. People called Tom Brady a system quarterback his whole career. There's probably people out here that still think that's the case. Right. And that's okay. The fact is that that's not the fact, but people can argue it forever because there's no necessarily fully tangible evidence to the contrary, even though anybody with eyes kind of knows it's the case. So that's the only reason there's a debate of who's the GOAT in the NFL. It's because people can say, well, if this guy that, if this guy that. That doesn't exist in individual sports, because what are you going to say? Oh, is that guy, if that guy was faster?
But wouldn't you agree that makes somebody a pure GOAT? If you have things you can say about Brady and you can nitpick, and sure, it might be nitpicky, and sure, it might be, in your opinion, a little bit irrelevant on some of these things, the fact that you can't say those things about Usain Bolt, the fact that you can't say those things about Michael Phelps, the fact that you can't even say those things about Wayne Gretzky, albeit he won less games, and that he was just a pure great athlete, in my opinion, these guys are unquestioned GOATs, and that makes them maybe the greatest athletes ever, but definitely more unquestioned than Brady.
To me, it's just the nature of the sport, not the nature of the guy.
I appreciate it.
I get it.
Oh, you know whose jersey this is.
Is it Wandale Robinson?
No, sir. This is a Super Bowl champion. Okay, so.
Plaque. My boy Plaque.
And
only real ones know about that number 17. My boy Plaque. You know what I'm saying? They don't know about that right there, though. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some Wandale Robinson. Man, come on, man. That's Plaque right there. That's my boy Plaque. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's who the freak that is right there.
That means that, and I'm going to quote the great Max Kellerman, with the fate of the universe on the line, you are taking this player to get us and win whatever situation we're in. And basketball.
See, he said who? You know what I'm saying? My boy Cam know. You know what I'm saying? My boy Cam know what the freak going on. He said who? You know what I'm saying? You see this little casual, man. You know what I'm saying? My boy Cam know what the freak going on. Cam know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Cam, go in and inform your little casual brother. You know, he must have been trash, bro. What, bro? You know what I'm saying? He must have been trash. Bro, you smoking on some good dope, bro. You hold this, man? You heard this, man? You know what I'm saying? He must have been trash, but he's smoking on some good dope. So Victor Cruz was trash? You know who Victor Cruz is? You know what I'm saying? Bro, you must be out your dang mind, bro, talking about Plaque was trash. But you say that around some Giants fans, we probably get violent.
Fate of the universe on the line, yeah, I'm going to go with Michael Jordan, the GOAT of all GOATs in that sport. Football, I don't know if I can say the same if it's fourth down, if it's 4th and 5, even if it's the same down that Eli was in. And we had to scramble and break free from sacks, get loose, just enough time to throw it downfield for David Tyree to get that ball. And then even after that, he threw a touchdown to Plaxico Burress, who cooked the defender. In that same Super Bowl, when Brady threw his one touchdown to Randy Moss, the DB tripped. So he got kind of lucky on that one. But with the fate of the universe on the line, first let me ask you guys, with the fate of the universe on the line, we need a touchdown. It's 4th and 5. Are we going to Tom Brady?
Hell no.
So let me
group of
now
people
let me ask
I've ever seen in my
I just
life.
want to know
It's a delusional group of people I ever see in my life.
on the line. We need a touchdown. It's 4th and 5. Are we going to Tom Brady?
Hell no.
So let me
group of
now
people
let me ask
I've ever
you.
seen in my
I just
life.
want to know if you're gonna lie.
Am I gonna lie?
Yeah.
Lie about what?
Are you going with Tom Brady? Fate of the universe on the line. Fate of the universe on the
Am
line.
I going with?
We need a
Yes!
touchdown. We need a
yes.
Okay,
Am I going with
okay.
the greatest comeback quarterback
We
ever?
need-
The guy that they invented
No,
the
no, no.
idea of leaving too much time on the clock
we
for?
need
Yes, I'm going with Tom Brady.
We need a 40-yard touchdown. Can you do it?
Am I?
No. See, he's stumbling. It would have been a quick answer if you really believed it.
I am floored right now. Yes, Tom Brady can throw a 40-yard touchdown when it matters.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
The majority of his touchdowns that he threw in his career are dink and dunk.
No, that's not
Yes,
true.
that is-
Tom Brady
that is
was great at
statistically
decision making,
accurate.
so he took the check down when needed.
He was throwing
that is not true. That
slants.
is mostly.
He is a historic slant thrower. That
You
is
want to
not
know
the
why
goat
he
of all
threw so
goats.
many slants? Because he was
'Cause
so
that's what he
great
could
at
throw.
elevating the mid
'Cause he doesn't have
receivers
the
he had,
arm
other
talent
than
of
Randy
a
Moss,
Peyton Manning.
throughout his whole
He
career.
doesn't have the arm talent of an Aaron Rodgers. He doesn't have the arm
Tom
talent of a
Brady
Patrick
elevating
Mahomes.
these
So with the
undrafted dudes.
fate
All
of the
they can
universe,
run is slants. He's not telling these undrafted.
all they
little,
can run is slants.
A lot of the guys, yeah, a lot of them. Not Randy Moss,
You
not
see what
Gronk,
Tom Brady-
obviously.
So you're minimizing your wide receivers now, and with the fate of the universe on the
You know
line,
how many Pro Bowls
he's gonna
Brady's
throw a
receivers have had?
slant,
Not a lot.
and the drive is going to end. And
When
what
did
happened
the drive
in 2000?
end? You're acting like Tom Brady always comes up short in clutch. That's literally the opposite of what's always happened.
I said, with the fate of the universe on the line.
Yes, I
we
will
need
take
a
Tom Brady.
40-yard touchdown. Other than Tom Brady, any competitor in any competition, fate of the universe on the line, who are you taking?
The only other person I'll entertain in the GOAT of all GOATs conversation is Joey Chestnut.
I'm done. I'm done.
My next claim is Patrick Mahomes is chasing a ghost and has no chance of catching Tom Brady's legacy.
Well, what's your argument? Like, who's he? How is he not chasing?
My
him?
argument is that I think people are completely underestimating Brady's longevity and assuming that anybody else will ever reach that. Because Tom Brady led the league in passing with over 5,000 yards at 44 years old. We are assuming that Patrick Mahomes is going to be able to sustain this level of play for 14 more years.
Well, you're assuming he can. I'm confused why. Players are just playing longer.
Because historical evidence suggests Tom Brady's the only one to ever play that well for that long. Why are we assuming anybody else ever going to do that?
Because the way sports science is going, players are just playing for longer.
I agree, they are playing for longer, but that doesn't mean you're going to get the extreme case of a guy leading. Again, how insane is that? He led the league in passing at 44. People just act like
he's throwing the ball to 3 Hall of Famers. Antonio
people
Brown.
are acting like that. Antonio Brown ripped off his jersey and left mid-game.
He was incredible.
Yeah, he was incredible, bro. Like, Antonio Brown was incredible at the Buccaneers, bro. He was incredible in that game. That's what I'm saying. Everybody was kind of confused. That's how everybody know he had CTE. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you going crazy. What the freak is he doing? Antonio Brown went through off his jersey, bro. Antonio Brown probably would have still been playing, bro. Antonio Brown was great. He's just a very talented player, but just a hothead. Nobody wants to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, Antonio Brown was definitely like that with the Buccaneers, bro. For sure.
That game, though, again, I watched that game against the Jets. He was incredible in that game.
I don't honestly remember what he did in that game.
He was routing up. Granted, it was Brandon Eccles, but he was routing up. Antonio Brown was unbelievable when he was on the Bucs, and he had Mike Evans and Rob Gronkowski and Chris Godwin and playoff Lenny and the best pass rush in football.
I'll also,
System quarterback
I'll also
Tom
point
Brady.
out, look, we've got the longevity argument of I understand sports medicine's getting better. Guys are playing better for longer, absolutely. I still don't think they are going to necessarily this quickly, within the time frame of Patrick Mahomes' career, advance to that point where every quarterback is playing really well at 43, 44. We might get there 50 years down the line where that's happening, but for right now, Brady is absolutely the exception to that rule. And furthermore, looking at this season, the Chiefs are in the dumpster. The Chiefs are out of the playoff picture. That never happened to Tom Brady.
Yeah, that wasn't because of Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? So please, let's stop it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't because of Patrick Mahomes. So yeah, let's stop it.
You're starting. He went 9-7, didn't make the playoffs.
Second year starting. Patrick Mahomes is 8 years.
What
into
Patrick
his
Mahomes
career
doing
in
his second year starting?
prime.
What are you doing his second year starting?
Where you're changing the argument. That's not the argument.
I'm just saying. You're saying it doesn't matter. You're the one moving the goal, but it doesn't matter that it was his second year.
I'm saying
when Patrick Mahomes was in his second year, he won the Super Bowl.
If you are going to have a GOAT case, you cannot be in the middle of your prime and miss the playoffs. Tom Brady never did that. Tom Brady missed the playoffs in his second year as a starter. Yeah. Oh darn. Patrick Mahomes is about to miss it.
And Patrick Mahomes won the Super Bowl in his second year as a starter. That's the difference.
I'm not talking about Mahomes.
That's the difference.
I'm talking about middle of our. Why are we missing the playoffs in the middle of our prime?
Listen, it's an inopportune time to have that take. It's an inopportune time to have that take.
It's awfully inconvenient for you, isn't it?
It is, but let's not act like what Patrick Mahomes has done so far isn't better than what Brady did in his first 9 seasons.
Let's not act like Patrick Mahomes hasn't been hemorrhaging since Tyreek Hill left and since
he won Super Bowls without him, bro. What the freak are you talking about, bro? Stop playing about boy Patrick Mahomes like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Talking about he been hemorrhaging, bro. If anything, bro, Tyreek Hill been hemorrhaging, bro. What the freak is wrong with you, bro? Don't ever try my boy Pat Mahomes like that, bro. What the freak, bro? Won 2 more Super Bowls without Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill ain't win nothing without Patrick Mahomes. So bro, don't try my boy Patrick like that, bro.
Let's not act like Patrick Mahomes hasn't been hemorrhaging since Tyreek Hill left and since
he won 2 Super Bowls after Tyreek Hill left. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Travis Kelce is a grandpa in the middle of
and he won a Super Bowl with Travis Kelce 2 years ago.
Is he going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Did
he win the Super Bowl last year? No, they got blown out by the Eagles.
That was the worst game Patrick Mahomes ever played. I can't dispute that. But to act like he's chasing a ghost, a ghost is simply incorrect and deluded. The reason you have that argument in the first place is because you know Patrick Mahomes is a threat to Tom Brady's legacy.
Well, a couple years ago he did scare me a little bit. Not anymore.
He scared you in February. If he three-peated, he would have already been the GOAT. But he didn't. So
he didn't. Exactly.
I think this argument in of itself, it speaks to how good Patrick Mahomes is, because the fact that we can even talk about, oh, he might miss the playoffs this year, so now all of a sudden he's chasing a ghost when, like we just mentioned, the Patriots, okay, they won their first 3. Shout out to Adam Vinatieri and shout out to the defense. They won those first 3 Super Bowls, right? We go 10 years where we don't see the Patriots appear in a Super Bowl. So I don't know necessarily if 1 year of Mahomes missing the playoffs now is, the reason to start having all these conversations when just last year he was the GOAT already. Like that was a thing. That was a common argument that
psychopathic argument.
No, I don't.
Psychopathic.
When did Brady three-peat? So that's what I'm saying. So if he would have done that, the argument would have been justified. And I think that I'm not going to put, Andy Reid might retire, so that means that Mahomes will never see the Super Bowl again, or he'll never catch up, because I think just from a talent standpoint, he's better than Brady. So he might not need to lean on the coaching. He might not need to lean on Andy Reid's culture as much. They might be able to bring somebody else in and he can, get just there.
To that, I would say even the minor coaching changes have drastically affected Patrick Mahomes. Eric Bieniemy, who I don't even know what he's doing right now, is what got the best out of Patrick Mahomes. Matt Nagy is there right now, and Mahomes doesn't seem to know which way is up. He's having a good season statistically, but the offense itself is absolutely not, flowing the way that we've seen the prime Chiefs do in the past. People want to project so many years in the future of, he's just going to keep doing this. He's going to keep on this trajectory. So many things will change over the course of, what Brady retired at 44, 45. Let's say Mahomes somehow plays that long. So many things will change over the course of 14 years that I am not convinced Mahomes is prepared to navigate the way Brady was able to.
Navigate in terms of the league? In
terms of coaching changes, in terms of what may come their way, because they've already dealt with offensive coordinator changes that have not gone well for him, quite frankly. I'm sure they're going to get somebody else in there that's not Matt Nagy, hopefully next year if they know what's good for them. But, again, I don't think people fully understand what all goes into a guy being that good the way Brady was up until his mid-40s. I mean, the dude is literally grandpa age. Shout out Phillip Rivers, returning, by the way, literally a grandpa, same age. It's just crazy, unlikely, and it's unlikely it repeats no matter who you are. I know Mahomes has sort of the head start of already having those 3 rings, and so you're like, he's at the same place Brady was when Brady was 30. That doesn't mean it's going to play out the same way the rest of his career. It is, in fact, statistically just unlikely that it's going to.
All right, so say that there comes a team that just has this stacked defense, and so maybe Mahomes maybe it's not the Chiefs, maybe he leaves and pulls a Brady and goes to a Bucs team. Like, who's to say that he wouldn't be able to do that? I don't like that argument, because I feel like from a talent standpoint, he can do things that Brady can't do. So I think he can elevate his team. He can make plays when it counts in the fourth quarter. He can do things that Brady couldn't do with the football, and I think that would translate to him being able to win. And I think the chasing a ghost. What's the ghost? 7 rings.
Just the status of being the greatest of all time. 7 rings is incorporated into that, yeah, but it's also the longevity and the stats and all that come with it.
All right. Now, I mean, I guess I could see that, but I just don't think that's accurate. I feel like he has the best chance out of anybody to catch him, and even if he doesn't, maybe somebody else will. But I think that Patrick Mahomes is, without a doubt, a better quarterback, and I think that the better quarterback can make the better plays and elevate the people around him, like by actually throwing the ball down the field, by actually scrambling and kind of moving around a little bit. You know, his ankle will get better.
We'll see if he's scrambling at 37. The Russell Wilson decline didn't go quite well once the mobility left him.
We're not even talking about. I don't even want to.
Lamar Jackson's not looking too good with his bum ankle either. When the legs the legs go, everything else goes.
Lamar's got some.
Brady didn't need the mobility. He didn't need it. That was
of course, you need the mobility when you're throwing behind the line of scrimmage. Of course you don't need mobility.
Sorry, he makes great decisions all the time.
He has a great team around him.
My next claim.
So that right there was part 1. You know what I'm saying? I like this discussion. You know what I'm saying? I like seeing 2 guys that know ball. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen, nobody that didn't know ball yet. You know what I mean? Real good video. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure y'all starting to like these right here. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna definitely, you know what I'm saying? Definitely bring out a lot of these, man. You know what I'm saying? But good stream today. You know what I'm saying? Good stream today. You feel me? I appreciate everybody for joining the stream. Like I said, your boy Jay go live on Twitch every single day